Here to react is Joe Bastardi, chief forecaster at WeatherBell. Joe, set the record straight for us tonight. I didn't even want to get into this with Dan Patrick, who, as you could tell, is extremely emotional, knowing a lot of these families as he does. Did any of this have to do with DOGE cuts?
Absolutely not. The National Weather Service did a stellar job. 2 days before, I read a lot of discussions coming out of the Weather Service. We have very talented people that are working at these Weather Services office. And 2 days before they were outlining it, they issued the flash flood watch 12 hours in advance, the warning 3 hours in advance. Contrast that to the Estes Park flood back in '76 in Colorado that killed 144 people. Same kind of channeling of water with stalling thunderstorms. The first flood warning was not issued till 3 or 4 hours after the flood was going on. So that's absolutely, they were all ready for it. They understood their duty. And a lot of the guys that work in these Weather Service offices, they look at themselves the same way as people, that are in the Army, that they're trying to, help their country. And they did a great job with this, but how do you get that warning out at 1:30 or 2 in the morning? And you got to understand, folks, this area of Texas, from Del Rio to west of the Metroplex, is known as the Flash Flood Alley. Okay, Kerr County, 1987, July 16th, had the same thing. The Guadalupe River went out of control. Medina, Texas, a dying tropical storm, dumped 48 inches of rain. Then the next day went up to Shackelford County and dumped 30 inches of rain. Your daughter goes to A&M. I grew up down there. My dad went there. I can remember Tropical Storm Abby came in '64. The darn Brazos River was a mile wide. That's how fast the water comes up in Texas. And it's any mountainous area, this will happen. We had it here in Pennsylvania, the Johnstown flood, July of '77, 12 to 16 inches of rain in a 6-hour period and broke all the dams around Johnstown. There was a disaster. This is part of what happens with the majesty of the atmosphere. It's capable of doing things. And you have a lot of people that don't understand that. They do not understand the power of the weather. There are a lot of things I look at the weather and say, I can't believe it's not even worse, because if you've seen some of the extremes, you'd understand that.
Well, Joe, apparently Chuck Schumer wants an investigation into what went on.
If he gets an investigation, you'll see that there was a stellar job by the National Weather Service in this situation. So I don't know. Look, there's a lot of ignorance and arrogance with this. I mean, I see things today, for Chuck Schumer, I feel like Sebastian Maniscalco telling you, aren't you embarrassed by bringing this up like that right after this, especially when you don't know the facts, or whoever wants to do that. So, the one thing is, I think our Weather Service offices, and I've always been an advocate of public-private sharing of information, that kind of thing. I think our Weather Service offices are getting real sharp with these local events. They might miss some, but they didn't miss this one. But if you're asleep at 1:30 in the morning in a campground right next to a river, maybe it's kind of hard to be paying attention. I don't know.
Joe, thank you very much. And I want everyone to join Fox's support of recovery efforts following these horrific floods in Texas. Your donation not only supports the Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country's relief and rebuilding efforts, but you just go to visit visit go.fox/TX flood relief, or scan the QR code, guys, on your screen to support Kerr County Flood Relief Fund. And I'll post this on my Instagram. It'll be a lot easier to follow.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.